Hey everybody, welcome this week to another show. Wait, where's my background music? There we go. All right, so this week we have some good stuff going on. Sorry, while I get my chair in order here. So Frank is on his way. I think he went hiking or something today, so he's running a little bit late. But he is going to be joining us soon. So this week we have like 5 videos or so, 6 videos, different ones that I chose. We're actually going to be showing one from Lexi. She joins us in the stream every now and then, and she put out a new video yesterday, which is actually really good. So we're going to watch that one as well and kind of talk about that. But yeah, so anyways, that's what we're doing while I'm trying to kill time waiting for Frank as well. What do I normally do? Let's see, talk about things I've already watched this past week. Any new shows that I've started? A Good Doctor. I don't know if I've already said that in the past weeks or not, but I did start watching that show, which is actually really good. Almost done with the first season. Only have like 1 or 2 episodes left. 1 episode left, and I don't like I can see my light here. But it's a good show. It's kind of like one of those feel good kind of doctor shows. It's been a while since I really watched like a good doctor show. The last one was like House, and that kind of House was like ridiculously long and kind of got repetitive over time. But I still liked it. Still watched all of them. But it's been a while since I watched like a good doctor type show, and I did not think I was gonna like this one, but I actually like it. It's pretty good. So anyways, that is what I'm watching. And I figure, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start with a film that I don't particularly. Well, I have some critiques on this film. When I was watching it, I was a little annoyed with certain aspects of it. So I figure, you know what, I'm just gonna start this, and what we'll do is we'll watch it together. I'm gonna put my face over it, and we'll go from there. Let me see here. This is called Homing In. Let me see here. Give me 1 second to get everything loaded the right way, and we'll go from there. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna start it.
Is it you? I thought you'd be home earlier. How was work? Oh, did you ask Rick about next Friday? Honey?
Hi.
Hi.
I couldn't find a coaster.
Okay. I started keeping them over there.
Oh. So, what's for dinner?
Chicken? Do you want some?
Chicken. I like it with that mushroom sauce, you know, where it's breaded. We had it that one time. I can never remember the name of it. You know the one I'm talking about.
I think so.
It's baked together or something, and there was some kind of salad on top, I think.
It was arugula.
Yes.
I can make that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we could watch a movie after.
Sure.
Doogie, pass the man.
No running in the house.
Here. I'll get you a glass of water. Okay?
Just be a killer one, barely or fire. I can do fire.
Hello? Honey? It's me.
Hi.
Hi, darling.
How was your day?
Good.
I'm starving. What's for dinner?
And I'm back. Or we're back. Frank's here now. And welcome. Can you hear me, buddy? Say again? I can't hear you. No audio. While you get that fixed, I'm just gonna go ahead and start talking about this film because boy, do I have some issues with it. So this, I just rewinded it for a second, and I'm gonna cut this stupid audio. Okay, so this kind of is something that bothers me on a whole. Really, is the short films in general seem to start way too like late. Like I feel like there's so much wasted time with the beginning, and I know some people will try and set the tone, and you need time to go into it. But I mean, for you have 5 minutes. This is a 5-minute film, and you're dedicating like 30. Well, I think this one was 55 seconds or so of just setting up what was going on between like the opening credits, the street, the house, and I get this, that's needed, but it really only needed like maybe 10 seconds of that, maybe 20 seconds of that needed to be on there. And Frank, let me know whenever you're ready to. I have your audio on, so whenever you want to jump in and test, you should be good. You there, Frank? Nope. All right, so I'm going. So anyway, so.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, a little bit though. It's very low.
That's weird. Okay, let me. I'll look into this. Keep talking. I got to see part of the film, But
Yeah.
I got in late, so you can comment.
No,
on
no,
it.
it's fine. So yeah, this, I mean, so there's so much setting up for it, and they did some cool things. I like that they added like a ton of film grain or
Hello.
grain, whatever, and here, there, and
You there?
yeah,
You can hear me?
yeah,
All right, cool. Is the level okay?
yeah, it's fine.
Right, sorry.
So yeah, they added a lot of grain, which is cool. Kind of gave it like an old school feel to it. I felt like the whole thing, like the film as a whole, was very, very dark. Like just the lighting was, every room was darkly lit because they wanted to have just like that one main, light coming in, and like that kind of stuff, which is okay. It's not bad, but I didn't really, I don't know. It just seemed like she just got home from work, or she's preparing for the room for the night, and it seemed like it was uncharacteristically dark, each room. And then she has like this little kid running through the hall the way, and this guy's like, no, stop running. And it just was weird. I just felt like all the rooms should have been brighter and at least a little bit. I know they were trying to give it some mystery feel to it, but I don't know. It was this
Do you
shot.
think the lighting was a stylistic choice, though, or do you think
Yeah,
it was
absolutely. I think they
just
were going for like a
great?
mystery theme. They wanted to be very like, you don't know what's going on or who this guy is, so make it dark so no one knows what's, it's just like to make it visually like that. I get it. I don't like this scene at all, like this shot at all. Thought it was garbage. But I don't think we have anybody in the chat. It's just me and you chatting here, buddy. But and I went through. I actually.
We can do better with. Well, obviously, we're gonna go back to Wednesdays, but also we can do better with being more active. I mean, I still don't think we've gone with this 100% yet.
Yeah, I think it's about time that we do. But but I do think that throwing it off on a Thursday probably was a little weird, because we usually have at least a few people, and I don't think I've ever seen it say 0. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, this film was kind of like to me. I really didn't like it. I had to go back and read the description to read what it was about, because I didn't understand anything. I just knew that they didn't like each other. I thought that he was like her ex or something, and apparently the whole film is about her. Like she comes in from work, she's trying to do her stuff. This guy is like a random dude, and people still watch the recordings, and
It's true. Right about that. Mine is a little choppy. Is yours
yeah.
choppy?
Yours is choppy, not mine.
Huh,
Like
do you think it's
I
the
noticed
computer
I noticed
editing?
it probably. I mean, I know as soon as you got on, I saw it was choppy. But I mean, there's not much you can do about that. Not on the spot, anyways. But anyway, so yeah, this film, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I like this part was cool. I like the grain part of it, but I didn't like
I
the.
actually like the light here. Really, you don't like the
Yeah,
blue?
no, I said I like this light here. I
like
think
that
it's
too.
I think it's super cool. But there's a lot of parts I don't really like. I guess with the story, that is. But yeah, that's this one.
Did you see any of the stories that I put up with hiking?
I didn't
on
at all.
Instagram? Oh
No.
my god, man! I should have. I think that they rank these things in the order of how hard they are.
Mm-hmm. Like you mean like the actual cliff or whatever?
Yeah, I mean it
Trail.
was like 100 feet down, and then there's like you're jumping over to get to something that's 20 feet down. It was fun, but it was like super dangerous. I should have started on like a easy trail.
The Bunny Hills.
Oh, that was a black diamond, bro.
Do you want to start? What shoes did you wear?
I wore those Nikes and they were terrible. I couldn't get a pair of shoes in time. Hey, and also when they it would tell me if I'm not allowed to put any more offers in, right? It wouldn't just say it declined it. It would actually say you're not allowed.
I don't know. I've never actually, like, whenever I try and buy shoes, this through like the buy what is it called, best offer. I've never actually done it more than like twice.
Maybe I could try a best offer through your account.
Maybe. Make sure you pay that. Not like that engine.
What engine? Oh,
The
that's
engine,
your-
yeah, the reason why I don't even have an eBay account. All right, so we're gonna get off this stinking
All right,
thing.
what's our next?
Animation stuff. I found this cool animation. It's an action animation. We've never actually watched an action animation. I don't think, anyways. So here we go.
This is 327. I'm going in.
Good luck, Agent.
Hello. I was just admiring the art.
Haircut?
Please. Such a lovely place you've got here. Is it usually this empty? Just a trim, please. Boris Agent 327. Chief, you copy. I need backup.
What are you doing? No, I just wanted a haircut!
Looks like we've found our next recruit. Doctor, carry on with the procedure. We have to make room for Agent 327.
We're back. Still there, Frank? Can't hear you. I don't know why you always mute yourself. No? I can't hear you. Nope. You're gone. You are gone. Let me loop that, restart it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Weird, I have to unplug my headset and replug it in.
Weird.
Huh. I'm like 15 seconds ahead of you guys. I'm doing this live stream at my parents' house.
It's alright. I think they're the only people watching anyways. This week.
This week.
So yeah. What did you think of that one?
I liked it. I liked
Me
it a
too,
lot.
right?
I thought it was, it's amazing how like they can make you feel that way with a cartoon or, it's also, I just thought it was really cool. Actually, I wanted to watch more.
Right? I could watch like a full movie like that.
I could actually too.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool because he looks unassuming. You know what I mean? He doesn't look like. It got you to cringe at certain things, like even where he took the hair trimmers and he put them right next to his.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like,
yeah.
How would that look? You know what I mean?
Terrifying.
I mean, I'm saying like, what if he actually did it? I mean, it would like probably go through his eyes.
Yeah.
Splatter. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
gross. But yeah, I mean, I thought they tried to make this like a serious feel on it, but it was cool. When I saw this animation, I'm like, wow, this is like a super interesting, real deal like action short. Nothing like we've watched in the past.
the guy with that really crappy mustache. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I almost thought like, man, he obviously doesn't like people touching his stuff. You know what I mean? Like right there, I was like, oh, he's not in on this. He's actually a barber. I didn't really pick up on the fact that he's looking for something.
Right.
You know, and then come to find out the barber's part of it. He knew which button to press. He's part of the people that are getting like their head. I mean,
everything.
The sauce in his head open. You know what I mean? It was gross.
Yeah, it really was though. Yeah.
And I like it had some really good things too. Where, like, you know, he's
like this fight scene was really cool.
The fight scene was awesome.
The slow-mo effect.
Even the funny part about it is, if you think about it, when you're doing an animation, there really isn't any slow-mo. They just they built the scene at that speed.
Exactly.
It's 100%.
Every scene is what they want it to be.
Yeah, it's 100%. And it's like there are times where, like here, you really think that he's going for the gun, and then he ends up grabbing the hairdryer. So whoever does these films, I mean, you could probably tell this one. I'm sure
this one is
from a major studio.
Right. I mean, this one was like, you know, actually, I want to say when I read it, it was 2 people from Pixar that did their own thing.
Yeah.
So it's...
Exactly. It's got that. I mean, the detail of this.
Yeah.
Is way beyond.
It's like next level stuff.
Yeah. Vimeo is like kids play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Which is funny because that's usually where you go to get like the best independent stuff. But this is like you could tell. It is. It is. You're right. You're right. That is another thing.
Too. You know what I mean? It's not just about.
Yeah.
Look at
it's a lot.
Even like it's funny how they within. In film, we have to do like when we first came down that elevator shaft, the people in the background that were sawing through that guy's head were completely out of focus. That's something that we would actually have to do with lenses and shot lists.
Right.
And it's a technique that there is no such thing as out of focus in.
You have to make it exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's you have really to think
cool,
about all that, right?
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I mean, this is cool.
I liked it. It was cool. All right. That was that part's cool too. The whole thing is really cool. It's a good one. All right, so we're gonna move on to this next one, which I thought was pretty cool. It's called Table 7. It's 4.5 minutes long, and let's talk about it when it's done. There we go.
So you're gonna be like this all night?
Like what?
Lauren, look,
Just stop. I don't want to talk about this here.
Why not?
I just don't feel comfortable discussing it here. I don't want somebody listening in.
There's nobody listening in.
Well, you never know.
Lauren, this is ridiculous. Would you just talk to me?
Jack, I don't know what to say. I don't know what we should do.
What do you mean you don't know what we should do? Why are you being like this?
Why do you always have to throw it back at me like that? Like everything's always...
I'm not throwing it back at you.
Yes, you are.
Can we just please talk like adults for once?
Well, if it were up to me, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Can we just get the check and go?
Okay, Lauren, I think that you're making this into much more of a big deal than it really is.
How can you say that?
After everything that's happened, that it's not that big of a deal? Really, Jai? Because...
As far as I remember, this is the same conversation that we had 2 months ago.
I still understand why this is. You think things are so black and white, but it's not always that simple.
I don't see what's complicated about this.
Okay, fine. Tell me, Lauren, what do you think we should do? What do you want?
I don't know.
Really? That's your answer? I don't know?
After everything, this is what it comes down to? This?
First of all...
This is not about me.
Oh, it's not. It's not about you.
You sure about that?
Jesus, Jack, can you grow up and just take some
responsibility for once?
This is outrageous. I didn't do anything wrong.
You know what? I'm tired of having this same fight. You tell me you're gonna change, but you never do.
I just don't know what to say to you right now.
It looks like we might not even have anything to say to each other.
I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you. And I don't want to lose you over something like this.
Me neither.
I'm sorry too. I guess I overreacted.
I hate it when we fight.
Me too.
And he asked me if I wanted to do a couple of the Christmas cards this year. Really? Yeah, 6 months, yeah. And I was really surprised because I'm like, what guy wants to do Christmas?
Can you hear me?
I can.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
I liked it.
It wasn't bad, right? It was.
I
It
can
was.
say I think I've seen this before.
You have?
Mhm.
I've never seen it. I mean, obviously before I saw it. It was cool. At first, I liked the way that they were staged out. Looked good. I'm like, okay, they're arguing about something, and then there was a cool little twist at the end. I mean, didn't realize why they were being listened in. So weird hearing myself over there. But
Was it really loud for you?
it's okay. I hear, but that's fine. But yeah, so I liked it though. It was a cool short film. I'm gonna rewind it back here. Yeah, I like the opening.
Before, but I mean, I feel like they did a good job. I like even the they had that whole
Lighting, the setups.
But even like the taping gave me like that Nazi era feel where you.
Yeah, like the smoke, and he's like, it's all exactly.
You can hear the punching of the keys. It kind of mixed in, like, because this obviously is.
I feel like she was
real
actually
time.
the weakest link in this short. Like
Probably, I love these clips though. Where he's
these
like,
clips were awesome. Yeah.
That's great shots with that. I love
This,
even this.
yeah.
The sound
Very
is
cool.
really good. I like
Mhm.
watching the guy write in.
Yeah.
In Chinese, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. And a little mysterious too. That shot was cool. There was a lot of good things about this.
No, that was a great shot.
And was not feeling just like the actresses acting. I think that was the weakest point in this whole thing.
Yeah, definitely. But I think I like it though because like this is modern day. When you go into that room, it was like World War II war room.
Right,
Old
right.
Typewriters, old headsets, white. Look at that. Even that box is metal. Look at that thing. It looks like an A/B switch, like between keyboards
Right.
from 1995.
Yeah, probably what it is.
Probably is actually.
But yeah, it was cool though. I liked it. I mean, I liked it. There was not much to knock on besides a minor acting performance, but all these shots were really cool. Lighting was good.
And the only reason we're even like saying anything about the acting is because I think everything else was just really good.
So much better. Yeah, I feel like everything was better. Like this was, you could picture this being like, this is like a legit set. Everything, the camera movements, the focus, everything was just really good. Except, the acting.
Yeah, but again, like we've watched other movies where her acting, I mean, she's definitely not the worst actress we've seen by far.
Absolutely not. Yeah, yeah. I give that a solid B+.
I was gonna say 7.
7?
Which is
I'd
probably
say
a
B.
B+.
B+ is not bad.
7, 8.
Probably took a while to make that.
I think it's great. I think if we made something like this, I'd be proud of it.
Exactly.
I think if we made that short film with the animation, I'd be proud of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so this is a cool one coming up. This is a little over 5 minutes. But it's interesting. This next film, it's all filmed in the same location, like same angle, same everything. So we'll talk
one
about.
shot, like one master.
Not one shot, just one angle. It's filmed like a car scene. Everything's. You'll see. Here we go.
Do you live local to here then?
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
about that, people.
When it's shut down.
2 sugars and not too tight on the milk, right?
Cheers. Receiving over.
Yeah, we've got a grade 1 RTC near your area. You available to make?
Shut's proceeding over.
That's all received.
At the end of the day, does the copper wire really belong to anyone?
Lock me up. Get me. Bruv, give it 2 weeks, I'll be running things. Packing more weight than, packing more flexing. Like Stallone, you know. Like Stallone.
Yeah, well, we'll see what your mum says. About time. Oh, that better be chocolate.
Double chocolate. And I thought just the one candle rather than setting the car ablaze.
Oh, you cheeky cow. I'll have a big bit.
Fashion week and it's shut down. Went to the show sitting in the front row in the back tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's shut down. Boy, better.
I thought you were past the security tag mistakes. What happened to your foil-lined bag? Look, are you sure you don't want to pick it up? I mean, that background check we did on him, that don't mean anything. He could have covered up his previous.
Be picked up by Clint Eastwood in the Blues and Twos on my first date with a new bloke. No thanks, Gary, I'll tap my oyster.
Well, at least take the CS gas. You're better off without him.
It's pretty uncomfortable to sit with these cuffs on, you know? It's like, make sure you two buckled up all right.
Cheers. You do realise it's all death and drugs up in CID? Every day's like an episode of The Bloody Wire.
I'm sure I'll be alright.
Well, you should have told me you were going for the promotion.
Go. Gaza, it's for you.
I said 2 bloody sugars.
When it's shut down, that's not me and it's shut down. Ring ring pussy, it's shut down. Fashion week and it's shut down. Went to the show sitting in the front row in a black tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's...
Well, it's weird. Still hear it over there.
I liked it.
Right? I thought it was good.
What
it was
I
like.
about it.
Go ahead.
What I like about it is that with one setup, some costume changes, and some scenery change. We were able to tell this whole story.
Right.
It didn't have to be a huge budget. It was just fun.
Exactly.
Fun. I think they probably had green screen behind a little car or something.
Or they could have been just driving. I mean, it's really like it was such a simple setup. I mean, if it was a green screen, it would be a green screen around the entire thing because the window is surrounding the side. So you'd have to do green screen not just out of the back window, but surrounding everything. So it could be done, but I think it would be just easier to get a really good mic setup. And the camera's just stationary. It's like pinned in place, so it really doesn't matter how much the car moves. That it's going to be steady.
I liked it. I mean, it's like I said, bloody T too. Like, what a jerk. It's funny, like you can imagine being a police officer and you sit down. You don't know that he had this other officer or how they left, and not know like the promotion or whatever.
Right.
You get in, the guy's 2 sugars, and you're like.
Right, exactly. It's just
through, you know?
Well, I mean, at the end, it's just it's like a huge letdown. But this, I mean, the fact that they were able to show like the start, like he was really like rough, and just new cop. He's kind of rough around the edges. She's really like new, so it's just like and this guy was awesome. I love this guy, but. It was to show their progression as like partners in a relationship and going up and down. When she went on her date, and then when he's like, "Oh, sure, we can run that background check," and it's just little things that like all the way to leaving, and then when that fool shows up at the very end, this guy, it's such like a letdown. Where it's like this guy's like, I told you 2 shows. Like what a terrible partner I have now.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I think he was.
It was cool.
Yeah, I liked it, and I like the fact that anytime you can make something that's watchable,
especially like with one angle, like this tell a complete story. Thought it was really cool. Like when I saw her with her long hair, I was like, "Holy crap, is that the same person?" And but just her hair was always in the same like up and back, up or always in the back.
If you had this. If you had this organized well enough, you could shoot this in a day.
Yeah, you could.
If it's green screen, probably more so.
You could, yeah.
You know what I mean?
If it's green screen, yeah. Get in, get out. Get in, get out.
Like there's just so much going on. So it's the background's just too perfect. I feel, but maybe not. I wish there was a way to find that out.
Yeah.
Even that, the way she got that handed into her, it makes it feel like she's on a set.
Could be.
Those brownies.
Could be. It's whatever it is. It's really well done. And if you look at like all of like this part where right after this kid leaves, they do like their little montage of time going by, and it's just there's all these different like that's all different. Every background was different. So every one of those clips.
That would be easy to change in post if
it was green screen. Yeah, that'd be 2 seconds.
In fact, it would be it'd be better too because then it's just some techie or editor or whatever. I don't know who else would do that.
Could be green screen.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. I felt like I was a police officer for a minute. And for some reason, I really like. There's a certain type of accent that I think is typically associated with middle, lower class British people. Like the one where that guy was trying to sell the bike or the unicorn or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
And I just like how that sounds.
It was cool.
Like a punch to the chin. Like that.
Reminds me of what's that movie? Man, the one with Brad Pitt and when they're like chasing the diamond.
Oh no, you're talking about Lock, Stock, and Smoking Barrel or so
I can't remember.
Guy Ritchie. Guy
Ritchie is. I can't remember the name of the movie. I'm gonna look up the name of the movie, but Snatch. There you go. But all the accents in that movie were.
That's not a recommendation. Snatch I think holds the record for the most F words in any movie. Yeah. So I'm
just talking about the accents. I would not recommend that, but yes, the accents. All right, so we're gonna get started. This is the last one of the day, and it's like a little mini doc. It's 3 minutes long, so here we go.
My name is Élise Lepinter. I work as a chef research and development for Christophe Adam. I've lived in Paris for 5 years. This city inspires me with its many monuments and unique atmosphere. My work is to design and shape special desserts. Every detail is important, everything has to be beautiful and tasty. I'm interested in the harmony between colors and textures. When I go to my local markets, ideas naturally come to me. I love to imagine in my head and draw pastries creation. Every day, I have the chance of working with one of the best pastry chefs in the world. Christophe Adam is like my mentor. I've learned so much from him. One of my main goals is to bring intense emotions to the people. At 23, I'm living my child's dream, and I can't wait to accomplish so much more.
Yo, yo.
So what I think was awesome about that
Mm-hmm.
is that for all those people that go out there and say that they can't make a film, they don't have the budget, they don't have the equipment, that entire movie, if you saw at the end, was shot on the iPhone 10.
Yep. Yep, that's why it's one of the reasons why I got it. I mean, this looked fantastic. Like,
it looks amazing.
I mean, all the shots were good.
Good editing, but it's, yeah.
Yeah, it was really well done completely. All the shots were, if you watch this, you're not like, oh wow, this is done in an iPhone. I will say there are a few shots, and I think they're the outside shots that look a little, I wouldn't even say sketchy. I don't think that's the right word. Like, just because I've seen so many like this is shot on iPhone type stuff, iPhones just have a weird look to them, so you can kind of tell in certain scenarios. But all the shots where it was controlled lighting, like it's even that.
Do you think it's too blown out?
I don't know. The
thing is, it's light enough though that I think that you in post could do a lot of stuff to it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's not like it doesn't look good. It's just there's certain shots that just like this shot particularly, it looks good, but there's just something like there's no depth and there's no like this is in focus. Like when it pauses, like everything's in focus. There's no like depth of field. You know, like there's just if whoever this crown is, if that's totally in focus, then everything else should be like blurred because there should be no depth of, or there should be tons of depth of field. But
so
the fact
that fix that is a moment lens.
Well, it's just right, any type of lens, I suppose. But like little things like that, which I mean, they could have been stylistic. If you use the right lens, you could just do like infinity focus and then have everything in focus too. But I don't know, but little things like that. But anything that was controlled lighting, though, all inside everything was like that was really good. Like that cool like interview style lighting. They did
nice shots of Paris, man.
Oh yeah.
A lot of nice shots of Paris. I
Here,
miss Paris. It's
something
like
about the motion on that too. Like it just like no like cinema cameras don't have like. Well, that's I rewinded it too hard. When she right this, I don't know what something about this. You can tell it's on a phone, but all these shots, these inside studio shots, were awesome, great shots, everything, and even those outside shots look good. You could tell it was on a phone, but these were all really, really good. Oh, jeez, I hear myself saying "awesome" a bunch of times in your background over there.
It's funny. What I like about it. It's how this is straight up art. I love art. I would have such a hard time doing this because
you want to eat it?
Once they eat it, it's gone. You know what I mean?
You know, another thing that's cool about shooting on the iPhone is that, particularly the 10, is that you can do 240 frames per second, and it still looks really, really good. So everything is just, you have so many different options you can do with the cell phone, or particularly that phone, than you can't do with just traditional cameras. But like you said, you know, if most of the time people think, oh, I can't do stuff, I can't make something look good because I only have my phone. But you know, people have been making films on their phones for years now, and they all look good. It's not an excuse anymore. Anyways, well, we're a little past 11, and we started a little bit late, but I think because we are on it's a different day today, you know, and
we're gonna come back.
We'll be
do it how we do on Wednesday.
Yeah, next week, next Wednesday.
And we'll follow it up with we might get Lexi to come in if she's available.
Yeah, she had to film, and I was gonna play it, but I really wanted her to be here for it. So next week we'll try and get her in, and we can play her new film. It's really good, and hopefully she can talk about it and everything.
And then Erwin is coming down tomorrow, and we're gonna film some stuff and go through some of the stuff that we've already filmed. You know, tomorrow and Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
So you staying at my parents' house, or you want to stay at my place?
Your place. Actually, your mom told me to text your mom. Or
my mom told me to text my mom.
No, I think Angel. I called her my mom. Angel. Told me to text your mom.
Oh.
And let her know that I won't be staying there. No, I forgot.
Well, she's watching. You can tell her right now.
Sorry, Terry. I'm going to stay at Frank's this weekend, and Angel and Jaden will not be coming down. So, all right, man.
Well, thanks for those who tuned in, those who watch after. Thanks for.
Thank you.
My mom said that's fine.
I heard.
Yeah. But, all right. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Obviously, the last 2 weeks, my mom wants you to play one more movie, but I have to run home. I don't know if even is it queued up, Mom.
Yeah, we don't have it. The only one that we have queued up is for next week. It's Lexi's.
Oh yeah, she doesn't have any more queued up, Mom. It's Lexi's, so we can't do it. It's all right. We'll get you next week, Mom.
Yeah, I'll play the. What'd she say?
What? Thread Lady. He doesn't want to watch the Thread Lady. All right.
I was just gonna say next week. We'll start that one.
Yeah, we're gonna go back into our swing. The last 2 weeks we had a couple of things. I mean, we knew a lot of people that were gonna watch the finals. Everyone wanted to watch the finals. I actually just started getting into the finals, so I mean, we decided to cut our losses and you know, kind of give people the.
We'll be back next week and normal time.
Yeah, LeBron's gonna lose anyways, unfortunately. So
unless they did that reverse sweep, that should be pretty epic.
Has that ever happened?
No, never. And in basketball history, it's never happened. But if you're gonna argue if it is gonna happen, it's gonna be with like, you know, the best player that's been playing for years right now.
I thought he did the first game. It looked like they had a good thing. He got some bad calls. Second game, Curry was on fire, and the third game, they had like a 13-point lead at one point.
Yeah.
Just at the end, and it was funny because Kevin Durant really showed up and
big time.
Sucked, you know?
Big time.
I think he lost. He missed like 19 threes or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was insane. But all right, man. Well, all then right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Later.
All right, later.
I can't find my cue.